Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am sorry there's been a delay in videos. I am waiting for my Canon G7 to arrive so I can start vlogging. I'm so excited. But in this video I am going to do the ultimate Australian tag. I'm a part of a mum's vlogging Facebook page. I've just recently joined and they decided to do a tag that we can all do. All the ladies that are doing it will be linked below, so make sure you check them out. Yeah. So behind the camera, I have a very judgy 1-year-old watching me eating her yogurt, playing on the deck. So fingers crossed I can smash this out before she starts sooking and want her nappy changed. And yes, I have a hair mask in and no makeup on because I am going to the Ariana Grande concert tonight and I'm so excited, so I just gotta look all cool and there's no point in putting makeup on now because we're just staying home. So I'm gonna be all natural and you gotta get used to this because when I start vlogging barefaced, I rarely wear makeup. So let's get into the tag. So I've got the questions written down because I'm using my phone to film, so it's a bit harder to, I found this a bit easier to do. So I've got all the questions written down and yeah, so the first question is Vegemite or Promite? Vegemite, but there's a certain way you got to put the Vegemite on the bread. So I like layer of butter and a tiny bit of Vegemite and I'm done. I don't understand how people can like slab that stuff on because it can taste pretty yuck, but just a little touch of Vegemite and I'm happy. Second question is Neighbours or Home and Away? I have never ever been a Home and Away fan. I just found it so dramatic and over the top and the acting pretty so I used to watch Neighbours. Yes, still sort of the same, but one's more beachy, one's more suburban. And yeah, so I used to watch Neighbours back when that Bogan family was on Neighbours. Yeah, so Neighbours for the win. Woolies or Coles? So I live closer to a Coles, but sort of still close to a Woolies. We used to shop at Woolies, but now, we used to shop out Coles, but now I'm finding Woolies a bit more better. Yes, the pricing might be a bit more expensive, but I just prefer Woolies or even Aldi's. I like Aldi's. What's one thing about raising kids in Australia that you love? I saw Sam, I'll link her below, her answer to this question is very multicultural. But I'll link to another question is, the next question, is there anything that you would want to change about Australia for your child's future? Yes, Australia is very multicultural, but Australia can be very racist. And I don't want my daughter to grow up in a world where you are judging another person because of their culture or their color of their skin. I want her to embrace it. She is her dad's side is Tongan and she's Australian, so I loved her to embrace that Tongan culture. Yeah, so she's got an auntie that will hopefully teach her everything, but she's a very white Tongan girl, but she's got big feet. That was racist. What do you wish Australia had that other countries do? So I'm going to compare to what I know. America, that was Zendaya. And I wish we had a snowy Christmas. I grew up watching like all the Christmas movies and like Home Alone, and it was snowing, and I would just wish and wish and wish that Australia snowed at Christmas, but it is like dry winds, 30+ degrees, and you're sweating your armpits off. And sometimes could be pleasant if you had a pool, but we don't have a pool, so yeah, I wish it snowed on Christmas. What are you doing? Oh, hi. What's your favourite city? So I have only been to Melbourne and like Queensland. I really love Melbourne. I like the vibe. I love the shopping. But I do love Queensland as well. So yes. If you had a choice, would you continue to live in Australia? I don't think I could ever leave Australia. It's my comfort zone and I just love it. I would move out of state. I'm in New South Wales, Sydney. So I would probably move to Brisbane, like Queensland, because it's cheaper in Queensland. And Zendaya would like to say hello. Come here. Say hi. Hi. Oh, she's done a poo. Yay. Okay. You're not Australian unless, could think of a few things. Had a meat pie for breakfast. Healthy Harold. I think that's his name. I hope so. Or you're, there you go. Or you're constantly saying, mate. Oh, you want to wear that today? Okay. So Zendaya's just going to play around. There you go. See a little ponytail? My favourite Australian movie is Rabbit Proof Fence. I love that movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It is about the Aboriginals of Australia and the historical meaning. No. My favourite Australian movie is Rabbit Proof Fence. I just find that movie really touching, emotional. It's really sad. It's based on the Aboriginal culture when the Aboriginal kids were taken from their parents. Yeah, so I really suggest seeing that movie. Favourite Aussie celeb and why? I actually cannot think of anyone. I can think of Chris Lilly. I think that's his name. Summer Heights High, Jermaine. I just find him so funny and I love a person that can make people laugh. And I just love those shows. And I feel like a lot of Australians would quote Jermaine or Chris Lilly. So, yes. Which Aussie celeb are you sick of hearing about? I don't really hear much about Aussie celebs. You hear occasionally about Rebel Wilson and Nicole Kidman, but it really doesn't bother me. No. I'm trying to think. Next question. Favourite typical Australian pastime. So I don't really think it's an Australian thing, but when I was growing up, when my mum was at work, I would be at my nan's house and my uncle's house. So I was allowed to go and explore the streets. Practically, I would just get home from school, grab my bike, ride around, go get hot chips, and just play with friends. And then when the lights came on and my uncle whistled, it was time to come home. So yeah, I don't know if that's an Australian thing, Australian pastime, but that's the only thing I can think of right now. Favourite Aussie animal? Well, I think it would be a koala maybe. I'm not into like reptiles. We have a lot of reptiles in Australia. We have a lot of reptiles in Australia and majority of them can be deadly, and koalas can be very vicious as well. But when we went to the zoo, they were just so cute, snuggled up to the trees. I actually just saw on my walk a kangaroo just hop across the street, scared the living crap out of me, because if you know, kangaroos are very vicious and will like to beat you up. Not literally beat you up, but they can fight you and they can be very, very vicious animals. So I crapped my pants, and so now going for walks I have to watch out for a kangaroo and magpies. That's an Australian thing. In spring, magpies swoop. So they attack you. They'll come down and like swoop your head to protect their babies. But I feel like, hey, mummy magpie, I'm pushing my beautiful daughter in a pram. I'm trying to protect her. You protect your babies. Let's just not interact and we can be best friends. So leave me alone. Was that funny? Look at your cheeks. Zendaya is teething. Haha. You want to stay for the next one?
Okay.
Yeah, that's you. So, favourite children's book, like Aussie book. I don't know if it's Australian, I'm pretty sure it is, but Possum Magic. I used to love that book growing up and I always read it, and I actually have my Possum Magic book since when I was little, and now Zendaya's got it. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's enough. Mummy doesn't want any more. Favorite brand of nappies. I have tried Huggies, Baby Love, and crap, the one in the red packaging. And I find when she was a newborn, the Huggies ones were really good, but since she's grown up, I prefer the Baby Love, and they're pretty cheap too. So yeah, I think a box is about, you can get them on special about $24 and not on special about $27. So, and I find like she doesn't leak and they're perfect sizing for her. Yeah. Show the camera you do that. Show the camera. Ready? Tap. Ready? Oh, she's gonna get fussy now. And favorite. Where you wanna be? She wants to stay up. And our favorite family meal is barbecue. Yeah, barbecue. Yeah. I just love having, definitely in summer, barbecue, some meat, salad, and whatever. Just being annoying. Yeah, so I prefer barbecue. Definitely in summer, you don't have to cook in the house, so you're sweaty. My partner cooks the barbecue, so I don't have to cook. So win-win situation for all of us. Mum gets the night off. So yes, barbecue. And we had that last night for dinner too. So that is the ultimate Australian tag. What? You want to say bye to the people? Bye, people. I'm off to change her nappy. Thank you. So just make sure you check all the links below and check their tag out. And yes, I'm hoping my next video will be a vlog of us who want to see us again. Yay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye. Go. Mwah. Mwah. Did you forget this part? Bye.